What's up, guys? Welcome back to another one. Thank you for tuning in. Just finished, reading the Bible, and hopefully, after this, I'm gonna read farming. As you all know, I'm a farmer. Yeah, I love that. Anyways, I live for that. Yeah, goes back to the days of Adam, where he used to take up the Garden of Eden, and he had dominion over the animals. So yeah, I thought I was like, let me just go back in time and yeah, moving to that. Awesome. So anyways, I thought I'd just share something with you. I would say this mostly goes, it's a message that is kind of directed to the guys, but obviously the ladies can benefit from this. So I'm gonna call this one how to overcome lust, because this is something that we all face with, especially as men. I go out there, a guy can't even walk around, just walk past a beautiful girl without even saying hello, without even trying to get the number and try to score her and have her sleeping in her bed. You know, I see this every day. And I think I've reached in a space where I can actually resist it. Obviously, there'll be times where it might have like some power over me and it actually wins. But over the long run, I say I'm good. I'm better than most 90% of men. 90% of boys that can't even keep their penis in their pants. They can't keep the thing between their legs in their pants. Every time they have to get a new lady, they have to score a new chick. So yeah. Anyways, without wasting much time, let us start. I'm going to begin with what is lust. So basically, lust, I would say, is like it's a feeling. It's that thing, a sexual desire for someone, as we all know. It's that thing whereby you view someone in a sexual way, and eventually, this feeling, it takes over you, it takes control of you, and you just start doing things, going out of your way, just so you can have that sexual pleasure with the same person that you have chosen. So the thing of this thing, last, it's called a deadly sin. It's one of the 7 deadly sins of men. If you don't know the deadly sins of men, I suggest you go back to my previous video where I talk about where to overcome 3 deadly sins if you want your life to change. In that video, I talk about the 7 deadly sins and what are they, and you will notice that there's lust in it. Awesome. So anyways, okay, moving on. This feeling of lust, it's a very dangerous thing, as I say, because think of it like eventually with time, in the beginning it feels good, it feels nice. Think of it like it's like, and like it feels good, and with time when you feed onto it, it becomes bigger, and it starts controlling you. It becomes dangerous. It's that small thing, and you give it more time. If you feed on it, every time you water it, you feed on it, it becomes dangerous, and you can't control it anymore. It then starts to control you. This is why I've seen most men fail. Most men fail in lust. They can't control their lust, and this is what destroys most men. So yeah, okay. What I mean by saying it's a small feeling you feed with you feed, and over time becomes dangerous. It's like, think of it like a dog, right? Let's use an example of dogs. So it's like a Chihuahua. The Chihuahua breed, that small dog, or the sausage dog. It's that small, and with time, if you feed that dog, it tends to become like a Rottweiler or a bulldog or a pet bull. Those dangerous dogs. Those ones whereby when they walk in the street, people are afraid. They are already in fear. They want to start running. That is how lust is. That is how it controls you. So that is actually my definition of lust. Okay. So now moving on, I'm gonna give you like 3 things, 3 causes of lust, or what contributes to lust. So starting with number 1, I would say is the social media platforms, or the internet, basically. This is because, let's say you are scrolling, right, on a social media account like Instagram or Facebook or Twitter, and then you see a picture of a beautiful lady that has a nice body, that's in a bikini. Obviously, lustful thoughts come in there, and then you start giving them attention and looking at that lady and start having a sexual desire for her, and then this thing starts to control you, and you then go off that Instagram or Facebook. I'm gonna be honest, I've been a victim of it. I fight lust, but eventually I tend to control my lust. We all face it, especially men. So anyways, you leave the social media platform and you go to these dirty sites, dirty websites, you know. These are what they are called X videos, Pornhub, you know. I'm gonna be honest, I know them because obviously I want to keep it real, guys. I was there, I was a victim of it, but now I have it under control, and this is what you need. But moving on, let's okay, it's the dirty sites, right? And then you move on to the, but it started with what? Social media. Then you go to the internet. Or maybe like this happened to me yesterday, whereby I was watching a movie like online, you know, through these illegal websites, and then a pop-up came there whereby it said Anna is 5 kilometers away from you, she wants to have sex with you. So if you give that link a website attention, eventually you see that is last. And then I think also this thing popped up whereby, especially to the guys, you know what I'm talking about, that says you can't last 5 minutes playing this game, you know, those funny dirty games. You have to be 18 or above to play this game. This game is for free. You can't last 5 minutes without playing last 5 minutes playing it. Yeah, so that's the first one. And then the second one is when you go out there, your circle, your friends, when they talk about girls, when they talk about sex, you know, you feed on to that last, you know. And then you are with your friends and they are like, look at that lady, she's hot, she's what. My advice is, I understand they are your friends, but if you can just get away from the conversation, leave it. Leave it, because you are feeding onto it. That is last, you know, you are feeding onto it. Yeah. And then when you let that happen, and then like the thoughts then come into your mind, you know. And this move on to my last one, whereby the thoughts play in your mind, you know. Let those thoughts pass, it will be there, they just come. Because maybe you were at a supermarket and you saw a hot lady that has a smoking hot body, you know, very thick throated, gorgeous, and the body is smoking. And I bet you looked at her and you were like, ooh, my goodness, she's the one. One day, you know. And then what happens later, those thoughts, they play later in your head when you're at home or when she's not around. And then when they come, and then you will be forced to go to those dirty websites. So those are the three causes of lust: social media and the internet. Secondly is your group of friends, your environment. What do they talk about? How can you be in a circle where they talk about lust and ladies? You don't even in a circle that talks about business plans, ideas, you know, how to grow as a man, how to be a better man, you know. Thirdly, your thoughts, basically. If you feed onto them, basically that's how they win. That's how lust wins. Okay, and then I'm gonna move on to the three things on how you can overcome lust. So the first one is and this is the most important. You need to get this book. This one. Read this book. It helps. This is the book of life. This is all you need, I would say. You need to put God first. You need to when you put it first in your life, you won't really, how do I put this? The lust will be there, the thoughts will be there. But it's like you are not in it alone. You're not fighting it alone. You fight it for you. You know. Pray. Talk to him. That's the first one. And then the second one, I would say, delete the social media websites. Delete. You know, when you are let me say, unfollow most girls, or unfollow whoever is that person that pops up in her bikini. Say, press not interested. It's just something you can press, like especially Instagram, and it has this. You press that picture, you press those three buttons, I think on the top right corner, and then you press not interested, or then you say don't recommend this. Or you're on YouTube and there's a video showing of a beautiful lady with a body. Say don't recommend channel, not interested. Understand? So because there are those funny YouTube shorts that shows those ladies. Say not interested, don't recommend channel, then you'll be fine. That's the one. And the last one, I would say, the thoughts will be there. You can't, you are not like a phone where you can just delete and reset and it's gone. No, they will come over and over. Today you will win, tomorrow will come again. But my advice is that don't pay attention. Let them come. That's okay. Let them come, but don't give them that power over you. There's like, for example, mostly to the gents, you know, it's like when a lady leaves you, you just let her go, right? You don't let her give her take your power. You know, you don't beg her and be that simp guy. You know, you be that wimp, be that loser that you will beg her back, you want her back, especially after what she put you through. You know, you don't give her power over you. So let them play in your head, you know, and this is why I'm saying this is the best book. You let it play and then you like, yeah, or I would say while they are there, do some push-ups, you know, go walk out or read something. Like for me, I might read my Bible, obviously, or farming, you know, what I like doing, you know, but don't give them power. So this is it about lust. I hope you guys I hope I broke it down in a simple way. Yeah, I have to give this one short also. So in conclusion, yeah guys, lust will always be there. It's one of the factors that destroys us as men. You know, they say it has destroyed kings. Let's look at into Samuel. I know Samuel, Samson in the Bible. You know, his desire for women and lust. He was a womanizer. You know, God called him to be someone great. You understand? He told him what he's gonna do. He showed him his vision. And what happened? He was partying. He was chasing women. He was a womanizer. You know, later he met Delilah and he told Delilah his secret. You know, his secret to his strength. You know, and that was his hair. And when they cut his hair, what happened? That's when he lost. You know, but yeah, that is it. So if my advice is like, look, it will always be there. There's nothing you can do about it, but you just have to find a way. Don't give it power. You know, these three things that I mentioned, which is chase, seek God, and read your Bible. And then secondly, I would say like, don't delete some funny sites or like some blockers. There are apps you can use to block when to not allow those use to those pop-up blockers. You know, don't recommend channel, whatever you can call it, that thing. Yeah, that I just explained. And then lastly, let those thoughts come. You know, when they come, find something you like to, find a hobby. You know, like for me, I'm a rugby player, as you all know. I can go to the field, go do some running drills, go in the gym, go work out, you know, or something. As long as I just don't give it the time of day, you know. Lust comes to me every day. It forces me, it fights me. I'm gonna be honest. There are times where I lose, you know. There are times where I give it power. But just because I have this book, I'm chasing God. I have him by my corner. At least I can fight it. You know, he can help me fight it. I'm not alone. And believe me, guys, I want you to fight it. You know, if you want to go to the next level, if you want to be a man, like for me, my goal is to be the best farmer in the country. You know, my late father, may his soul rest in peace. He left me with farming land, me and my siblings. So we are finding ways to basically, you know, use what we have. And considering I have a passion for farming, I moved into that space, and so I'm working on that. So for me to get to that level, I shouldn't chase women because they are distractions currently. That's why I say, look, I love women. I respect them so much. I have the utmost respect. They are the best diamonds out there, you know, but I don't chase them, you know, because I don't view them like that. I don't view them as an object, as a lustful, in a lustful nature. I'm waiting for the right lady, you know, that God has for me. And while I'm doing that, I'm working on myself. So by the time she comes, I mean, I can give her the best, you know. Unfortunately, I was not that lucky guy that I managed to have a lady and then we basically hit it off and she's supposed to be doing my struggle. No, I became that guy that God put me in a space where I have to work for myself and meet my lady at the finish line, you know. So yeah, this is basically it from me, guys. Thank you for tuning in. I hope this helped you guys. Yeah, cheers, guys.